that is something that is my favorite part about your comedy. Even beyond the writing, which there's a question about, thank goodness, because I definitely want to get into your writing. But you referred to it a second ago as like your comfort on stage, and even beyond that, like your timing. And I know you have like a jazz background, like you play jazz piano and all that, and it's like your timing, you're in zero rush. Like your movements seem to be just not choreographed, but very methodical. Like how were you able to, because young comics especially, it's that nervous energy of, I gotta get these words out before everyone hates me. But like, how were you, and what was that process of massaging out that anxiety and really just being like, oh, I have all the time in the world up here?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. I think the trap is to feel rushed, and the trap is to feel like there can't be any silence, there can't be any dead air. And I used to fall into that trap too, of thinking that I had to speak very quickly and be animated, and my energy had to be like through the roof. And as you do stand up for 10 years, 20 years, you figure things out about yourself and about your style. Hopefully you're always learning, you're always dissecting your own craft and the way you approach it. But I kind of found over the years that, maybe that was a little bit of a crutch, like to not give the audience any space. And again, it depends stylistically on how you work. For some people, it's like a machine gun. It's like a sledgehammer. They go, go, go. And I love it. If, it's all about authenticity. If that's who you are and that's the way you work, then I love it, But if it's forced and you're doing it out of fear, I would just encourage people to explore, like, what exactly are you afraid of? For me, I, over time, found that you could find laughs, or maybe even extra little moments would pop up if I allowed for a silence, because the crowd really reads you. If you are, like you said, if you're at peace and unrushed and comfortable, then they're going to go with you, They're always kind of, they're assessing, are you comfortable up there? They're assessing, like, what's this person about? And if they sense fear, or if they sense that you are, just unsure, then the room will register that. But if you're really planted and firm, then I think they kind of lean in and they want to know, like, where you're going. And different moments can happen in those silences too. Maybe a look, right? Like something physical, like a gesture, or, a lot of things can happen in the silences, So that's something I've learned over time.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes we've had in doing these Q&As with Alonzo Bowden said that if you're afraid to say it, they're afraid to hear it. I was just like, it's a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, I would piggyback on that and say, like, sometimes you're afraid to say things, but you have to, like, so sometimes if I'm doing a joke that maybe is like social commentary or something political, like, I'm a little, not scared. I wouldn't say scared is the right word, but I'm just concerned about making sure that it lands the way that I intend, So I think sometimes a little bit, and I'm sure Alonzo, he didn't mean it. I'm sure he's aware of this too. He and I are great friends. But what I'm saying is, at times when you're afraid to say something, or that you're a little like, that helps you grow. Like, it helps you grow when, because there's different types of laughs. There's an easy laugh where you're just talking about your family or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, your significant other. And then there's a laugh where you're kind of stating an opinion, or maybe commenting on society. So there's different types of colors within the course of your act. So those types of things might require a little bit more, you have to be a little more resolute in I'm going to plant my feet and I'm going to say this.
Hot breath.